All right, I might take a couple videos for this section, but, we'll still get it done. Now, we're going to start, and these are all the problems that I'm going through right here, if you're ever curious what that is. I'm going to start by finding the excluded solutions. Now, since those are the same denominator there, I'm just going to set x minus 2 equal to 0. So if I add 2 to both sides, which I'm doing, I get x cannot equal 2. That's a restricted value. Can't be that. All right. Now, we're going to solve this equation, this rational equation, first by multiplying through by that denominator. We're clearing the fraction just like we did last week. Okay. So since this is the only denominator, x minus 2, I'm going to multiply through by x minus 2. Okay. So when you do that, you have this x times x minus 2. This is like over 1 for the record. And then we have 10 times x minus 2 over x minus 2. And then I multiply over here as well. This would be x minus 2, times x squared plus 3x over x minus 2. Now, that's really clunky, if you will. We know that a lot of those things are going to go away. The reason we multiplied by x minus 2 over 1, we multiplied through everything by that, is so that those go away and those go away. So I'm going to start here. X squared minus 2x plus, the only thing left over here is 10, and that's equal to x squared plus 3x. Since that went away and that went away, that's all I'm left with. So now I'm just going to solve this equation. It's going to look good to start with. Subtract x squared from each side, and hey, those go away. I'm left with negative 2x plus 10 is equal to 3x. Then I'm going to go ahead and add 2x to both sides. I get 10 is equal to 5x. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Now here, I get x is equal to 2. But wait, I'm not going to put a box around that because my one restriction here, my excluded value is x equals, or x can't be 2. So then these conflict each other. If I were to put 2 in, I'd be dividing by 0 because 2 minus 2 is 0. So we can't have this. So that can't be right. So my answer is going to be a no solution. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why we figure out the excluded values so that we know when there's a solution that's not going to work out for us. Okay. Now, we're not going to have that issue with number 17, I don't think. So let's go through it and try it. Now, this one, I need to tweak it a little bit here. Now, if we have 3 minus x, that's the same thing as negative x plus 3. Keep in mind, I'm looking at this denominator right here. So I'm going to factor out a negative 1. I get x minus 3 if I do that. If you take each of those and divide by negative 1, that's what you end up with. All right. So what we really have here is this. 2 over x plus 3 plus 5 over negative 1 and then x minus 3. And this is equal to 6. I'm going to go ahead and factor this as a difference of 2 squares down here. X plus 3, x minus 3. So I'd be looking 3. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, just like we did with one of the fractions before, I'm going to take this. What's 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. So I'm just going to change this into this. And just to make it look a little bit nicer to us. So 5 divided by negative 1 right here is negative 5. So I'm just putting that negative 5 there and leaving x minus 3 down below. It's still plus right now. This is still 6 over x plus 3, x minus 3. So I just cleaned that up a little bit. So now we can start talking about our restricted values or our excluded values. So if I set x plus 3 equal to 0, I set x minus 3 equal to 0, I get my restricted values. X cannot equal negative 3. And if I add 3 to both sides, x cannot equal positive 3 either. So it can't be either of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply through by the least common denominator. Now, the least common denominator here is, well, it has to have a plus 3, x plus 3, and x minus 3, and an x plus 3 and an x minus 3. So I'm going to multiply through everything by x plus 3, x minus 3. This is what that looks like. 2 parentheses, x plus 3, x minus 3, all over x plus 3. Then I have negative 5 times x plus 3, x minus 3, over x minus 3. And then I have 6 and x plus 3, x minus 3 over x plus 3, x minus 3. Now, That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to show. So I appreciate those of you who are still with me and still sticking around. I appreciate that. Now here's what happens. The plus 3's go away. The minus 3's go away there. And here, all of that except for the 6 goes away. Now, what I have now is 2 parentheses, x minus 3 plus negative 5 times x plus 3 on the left side. So let me go ahead and get rid of some stuff here. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, we can distribute. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. This is going to be negative 5 times x, so minus 5x. And then negative 5 times 3 is negative 15, and that's still equal to 6. Okay, this is a more manageable equation. I'm going to combine like terms. So there's my negative 3x, and this is minus 21 equals 6. So I'm going to add 21 to both sides. Negative 3x equals 27. Divide both sides by negative 3. I get x equals negative 9. Can it equal negative 9? Yeah. Those are the only two things it can equal. So that is my solution. All right.